The room's exit plan according to specialists, it will take a very long time before that project becomes a reality using our new 10 billion toy. If everything goes according to plan, the trip to Proxima will take almost 20 years, so it makes sense that it will be a very long time before we can declare that there is definitely life on that planet. The age-old question of whether we are really alone in the cosmos continues. James Webb Telescope has found some remarkably human things that bring us closer to the real action. Our search for life beyond us has been so wild throughout human development that there are a lot of media pieces and theories about it. Our wonder about our place and our hopelessness in the universe have been predictable, as if it has permeated us to constantly look for a companion. No matter how outcast we may be getting closer to the reactions we actually need. In any case, are these the responses we're hoping for, or are they far more shocking? Oblige us as we research the latest closures in the domains of universes and planets on the excursion to find something we most likely won't be prepared to notice. Lights quite far off. Analysts have found what could be the most significant exposure in history back in 2021, when the James Webb Space Telescope was scheduled to ship off. An extremely intriguing hypothetical request was raised about the limit of ARDA development. To request was whether later on our telescopes could distinguish fake light on another planet. For example, Proxima be the closest exoplanet to Earth. Proxima be around 4.25 light-years away, was acknowledged to be perfectly locked with an incredibly tough day side and night side like our moon. A hypothetical event of progress on Proxima b could move force and power from the day side to the night side using photovoltaic cells that produce power from starlight. Hints in a paper with Mana v. Lingam as one of the examiners, it was shown that the large incorporation of the day-side sunlight-based chargers could be recognized with future telescopes. Since JWST was further developed, it would allow us to grow our quest for fake lights to valid exoplanets like Proxima b. Now the way that the James Webb Space Telescope makes it possible in 2024 did exactly that, using its higher responsiveness and more noticeable range of capacities. The JWST might have found the lights we were searching for and possibly hurled us into one more enormous surge of human headway, all in all permit us to hop into the universe of planets and exoplanets to sort out how this was for sure even possible. James Webb's mission investigates the mysteries of Proxima. Since the beginning of time, people have wondered about the possibility of the universe, who we are, where we come from, and where we go. These are common yet extremely difficult questions that humanity has tried to answer since we acquired consciousness in this era of extraordinary technological advancement. One wonders if we are any closer to finding the answers. Ask a cosmologist the same question, and you'll see him jump with excitement as he rushes to tell you the most recent findings people have made about the universe using their keen instruments. If you were to ask an intellectual, he might say that we are still at level 0 of understanding ourselves in the universe, although the general public does not give these devices much thought. They are unquestionably a sign of human progress. We currently have the world at our fingertips, and now is the time to advance and make the universe accessible as well. One such tactic has been considered by analysts in space specialists in the development. We prepare a specific arrangement of that advancement is currently responsible for the new discovery of what might be lied on a substitute. Yes, we are referring to the James Webb Space Telescope, a planet light years away. The James Webb Space Telescope was developed as a result of human space missions to address a few present-day questions. Are we alone? Who else is out there? Where do we start? Where do we end this infrared space? Science Device has just started to address these questions, despite the fact that initially you might ask, what is Proxima B? This paragraph will stop all of your consuming requests, so don't worry. Proxima Centauri B, or just Proxima B, is here and is implied to be Alpha Centauri, a super exoplanet that orbits and type star super Earths. Might still fool you. Super Earths are a class of planets that are larger than Earth but lighter than ice giants like Neptune and Uranus. They are unquestionably unique. They can be gas, rock, or even a combination of the two, and their sizes can range from twice Earth size to several times its mass. Proxima B is a super Earth and an exoplanet, which means that a planet crosses outside the nearby planetary group without a doubt, although it managed to generate little interest in confirmation. The first confirmed evidence of an exoplanet was thought to have existed as early as 1917. Nevertheless, in 1992, the first confirmed discovery occurred, leaving scientists baffled. Another exoplanet, first identified in 1988, was affirmed in 2003. As of April 1st, 2024, there are 5,653 confirmed exoplanets in 4,161 planetary systems, of which 896 frameworks have multiple planets. Since iridescence is one of our primary tools for identifying planets, these amazing discoveries are orbiting and type star to gain insight into the type star you wish to gain insight into. The red dwarf. A red dwarf is the smallest type of star in the main sequence, followed by the name in A. Connecting local of the Sun. Red dwarfs are by far the most widely recognized type of star to be found in the Milky Way because of their extremely low iridescence. Red dwarfs are not very difficult to see depending on their sizes and temperatures. The inconspicuous stars have many names and classifications, such as tiny people or type sequence. Accordingly, stars have a maximum temperature of 30,000 K, which is how they got their moniker. Returning to Proxima B, its mass is estimated to be about equal to 1.07 Earths. Peculiarly, it simply takes 11.2 days to complete one circle of its stars. Stood out from our 365.25 days. You can gauge the size of the star. Proxima B is circumnavigating brilliantly under the estimation of the entire electromagnetic reach. The star has a complete radiance of, figuratively speaking, around 1.6% that of the Sun. In addition, in the perceptible light reach, its radiance seems to dull impressively more as it appears fainter. It only illuminates 5 to 6% of the Sun's sparkle in the observable light reach, releasing and on a very basic level lesser proportion of light energy stood out from the Sun. Over 85% of its released energy is his infrared radiation, orbiting about 0.045 to 0.056 solar masses from its star. Proxima B's discovery was proclaimed way back in 2016. You might consider the reason why Proxima, along with a large number of stars, planets, and vast systems, is of such interest. While there are several reasons that add to the unmistakable interest space specialists have in this spot, most importantly, Proxima B is the closest known star to our Sun. What's more, by definition, for 0.2 light years is a significant number to us Earthlings in the well-conceived plan of the universe. It is a straightforward blip in this way. Why Proxima B, our closest realized star, is high up on the priority list right now. It is in like manner a piece of the triple star structure called Alpha Centauri. Besides, notwithstanding the way that Proxima's glow is very low, the real structure appears as conceivably one of the most brilliant, magnificent bodies in the night sky. In a manner of speaking, behind two others called Cuz and Opus. At any rate, the most charming thing about Proxima Centauri is that it might actually be decent since it falls under the livable zone. The potential results involving the star are wearisome, and as such, space specialists have taken on the mission to examine the profundities and restrictions of the ability of the star. That is where the James Webb Space Telescope comes in. The four imperative targets of the JWST are to search for light from the primary stars and universes that shaped in the universe after the Big Bang, constant connate on world plan and headway handle star and planet formation, and concentrate on planetary structures and the beginning marks of life as the JWST continues with its examination of the said exoplanet. We get progressively close to the completing of these missions, from looking for exoplanets to searching for parallel life. So what exactly is said, one could ask, considering that individuals have perpetually been, or a species, hitting and bumping into an exacting sense each possible thing that moves. Furthermore, doesn't move. It makes sense that a mission like SEI came into existence on such a huge degree. Imagine that God has facilitated a stupendous, huge endeavor anyway, with a twist. All things considered of goal, we are endowed with being on the post for flags, even more expressly electromagnetic mumbles from civilizations past, whatever we might at any point one of those fields where scientists are cutting edge. Sherlock's tuned into radio waves and searching for that undetectable high from another universe we are not following after. Some admirable people is envision SETI, short for the hunt for extraterrestrial intelligence. It's like the world's most competitive game of find a stowaway with our planet and the searcher and the vast universe as the obviously perpetual hiding spot. In the 1960s, Frank Drake, a guy who could make Einstein remark, well, that's a keen treat, directed a radio telescope at two sun-like stars and two listening despite being invited with the sound of silence. This was the definitive beginning of this round of cosmic sneaking. About a long time ago, Drake established a logarithmic formula to calculate the amount of human progress in our cosmos. Fast forward to the present, when SE has turned a yard science project into an interstellar endeavor. Experts employ a variety of tools such as the Monster OSO telescope, the Allen telescope array, and a set of dishes that resemble a cutting-edge crop circle. The goal is to obtain that one particular sign, blip, or mumble that establishes genuine contact from a different universe. These are radio transmissions that SEI continuously pursues after the beneficent you could hear on your FM dial with a little more stardust. But in 1977, a sign called WOW was received. It was a radio burst so specific that it made the cosmologists who felt that it shout wow on the edges of the data print. Out was ET calling home. It's unclear, but it filled the energy to keep our beast dishes open at rate, basically listening isn't enough these days due to technological advancements these days. SEI searches for technological indicators of growth that would demonstrate a level of human progress advanced enough to generate them. Imagine this exoplanet illuminated by city lights or illuminated by solar power chargers, similar to locating deserts and coverings abandoned in a vast park. The New Age Venture's goal is to identify these artificial lights or current pollutants in an untouchable environment. These attempts are not fully connected with the James Webb Space Telescope's with its keen infrared vision mission. The JWST may be the limitless investigator that aids SETI in identifying these tech markings. It's a kind of tag team group where the planets in SEI are seen via the telescope, despite being strong tunes in for the signals of intelligence. SII has its share of challenges. Space is incredibly vast, and finding clues can be as difficult as finding a needle in an intergalactic has stacked there are also innumerable speed limit signals. From human advancements that would take countless light years to reach us. But regardless of the possibilities, the hunt goes on, strengthened by the possibility that one day it will be discovered that we are, by all accounts, not the only players in the grand cosmic show. The new discovery using the JWST might just be the best find in this game of hide and seek. This crucial revelation could suggest that Proxima b has artificial lights on its clouded side. In any case, what does that actually mean, and does it indicate an improvement? The overall idea of this disclosure is frightening because there is still a great deal to go, but more importantly, the infinite number of potential outcomes is the really worrisome part. We should delve into the details and see exactly what this suggests. Are we wise enough to use tools like our own? Have we tracked down associates? Are we really alone in the universe?